1 billion years in the future, Earth still exists, though maybe not as we imagine it. Eras upon bygone eras worth of technology have been left behind by 8 previous and fallen civilizations. It is now up to the denizens of the 9th world to piece together what was left behind. Perhaps they're looking to carve out their place in the world, or simply to survive a land riddled with weird and unearthly dangers. Or perhaps still, they just wish to learn and uncover the secrets of the Numenera. Whatever it is this new era of adventurers and heroes is looking to discover, they'll have to dig through the imprinted echoes of the past to find it.
Transversal. Now, a line that passes through other lines in the same plane at distinct points. Hello, and welcome to Imprinted Echoes, a family-friendly Numenera actual play podcast. I'm Zan, and I'll be your GM. Thank you for joining us today, and as always, we hope you're staying safe and healthy. The Luminous Procession has officially started the trek to their next stop on the route, Jaston. Everyone is hopeful for a smooth trip, and so far, that wish seems to be coming true. But as we all know, there's always chaos waiting over the next hill. Names are collected, dream states are reached, and Brehm are uneasy. Join us as Nehemiah, Smalren, and Jhori find out what's waiting on the horizon. The group of you have gathered around Smalren as she sits in one of your tents trying to get herself better after going on a poison-induced datasphere quest. After a little bit of time, Smalren is able to be aware enough of her surroundings and be able to converse and feel a little bit better. Obviously not doing well at the moment, but not completely out of it. I think everyone kind of beds down for the evening. So I'm going to make the suggestion that if anyone wants to make recovery rolls, Smalren, now would be a good time.
Yeah. Remind me, since I have moved multiple points down the damage track. How much am I forget what the recovery process is. How much am I able to bring myself back?
Your recovery rolls still act the same way.
Okay.
You can still put whatever into whatever pool you would like. Go back up the damage track as those pools refill.
Got it. Okay, so I can get my intellect back up to a 22.
Great.
And my speed to a 5.
Okay, you are no longer on the damage track. You're not doing great in terms of your speed pool. You're still...
Right. I'm still slower than I would normally be.
Right, but you are now considered hale. You are considered not debilitated. There's nothing going to be impairing your rolls or your ability to do anything mechanically at this point. Overnight goes pretty well. Some of you, I will say, were assigned to watches. Smalren was exempt from that for whatever reason you give.
I think before everyone beds down for the night, Smalren impresses upon everyone that the story she would like to use is that she has newly discovered that she is violently allergic to something in the area, and she is suffering from some kind of allergy-induced migraine.
Amazing. As the sun rises and you start to feel the first kind of stirrings of the morning, I'm going to have everybody roll me a quick check here. I need everybody to make me a speed defense check, level 2. Should be pretty easy to do, but level 2.
Okay. I'll spend some effort on that.
So you don't even have to roll?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Natural 20 for me.
I did roll a 19, so minor effect.
Ooh, okay.
Okay. Smalren, I'm not going to apply a point of effort because we've already established she's moving a little slower today. Oh, and that is a pass with a 20 major effect.
What is this? We've just spent so much good karma.
You all just spent all your good rolls on something that I'm going to tell you right now is...
incidental?
Yes.
Incredible.
Okay.
Roll 20 knows.
It has a sense of humor.
Roll 20 knows what it's doing.
Oh my god. Okay.
All right. So, 2 20s and a 19. I'm going to say you all wake up before anything happens to the lot of you specifically. You wake up to the sound of something between like a turkey and a chicken and a swan.
Uh-oh.
just a flock of birds. What do you do?
Scramble out.
Yeah.
You scramble out and see that this portion of the caravan encampment is being completely overrun by these little creatures. They are called Crancher.
Oh, I love a little creature.
They are transparent turkey-like birds that have like a crest of tendrils that flow along like jellyfish off their heads. They are trying to get after what seem to be like a swarm of insects like locusts or something like that have like been in an area, which normally wouldn't be an issue. But they decided this is breakfast time, and they are just going everywhere. Normally, not a big problem. But with our slew of 20s and 19s, I will give you Crancher, unfortunately, while they're generally very adorable, are filled with an ammonia-like substance that is just like their bile that they both sweat out and spew in self-defense. It is very stinky, and it is actually starting to melt some of the stuff in the area. And there are a few people who are trying to like herd them away, but they're also like kind of getting burned by all the bile, because if you pick them up, you're just gonna get it all over you. So there are people who are trying to like put on gloves and like grab them, but it's kind of burning through the gloves too, and just kind of like trying to get these Crancher out of the space. What do?
We're testing the limits of everyone's goodwill too much not to help.
Correct.
Are there any like trees or shrubs around where we are, or are we in like open grassland?
There's some like shrubs more than trees. Like there's a couple trees in the area, but it's not a grove. Like shrubs more than trees.
Okay. So yeah, Smalren's gonna head for essentially like the closest, biggest shrub and pull out one of her knives and slash off a couple of like big kind of longer branches and start using them as like beater sticks to kind of drive the like it's very much it's very much like an old-timey painting where somebody's like driving a flock of chickens with a very long stick. That kind
very
of
good
situation.
Very good. I am going to have you roll. Again, this is going to be speed, level 2. Mostly to make sure that you can like keep up with them. Like it's easy enough to like get the stick and like, shoo them with it, but like, can you actually corral them? They're pretty quick little guys.
Smalren's moving pretty slow, and I'm not going to spend for the point of effort because her pool is so low.
I've got something that might help.
Okay, go for it.
So Nehemiah wakes up, looks outside, and sees, got some Crancher out here. All right. Well, my uncle was a Crancher rancher, so...
Crancher rancher!
Yes!
You just wanted to say Crancher rancher.
You said Crancher, my brain said rancher, and my backstory decided to fill in the rest.
No, I love it. I love that your uncle was a Crancher rancher.
Yeah.
I'm here for this.
Uncle Jed was a Crancher rancher.
Nehemiah being but a country boy.
Absolutely. Nehemiah goes through his gear trying to find something that would help, because I've decided that Cranchers do enjoy music. Like that's one of the things that you said. And pulls out the Argolian soldier whistle.
Oh, that's right. Oh gosh. Yeah.
I still have it. It's still on my sheet.
Very good, very good.
And so Nehemiah is going to play, because it is like a higher pitch thing, so this is probably going to hit their register. And so I would like to just like essentially give everybody an asset going forward.
I love this. I love this so much. Yeah, I think that's good. Take an asset.
Excellent. All right. Awesome.
So level 3 or better.
Level 2, 1 asset, success with a 12.
Amazing. Yeah, you are able to shoo them away. Some of the slower ones, but also with the help of Nehemiah's little whistle tune, they are being a little more cooperative. Jhori, how do you help?
Oh boy. Would I know what these are because of a semi-domesticated beast and where to hide them?
100%.
Oh, perfect.
And honestly, if you want to call that book an asset, if you want to quickly look something up in there, I would let that happen too.
Yep. I will look it up and just, because my thought is, let's not try to herd them so much as their food supply, or indicating that it is nearby and not right where they are.
Okay.
But that means we'd have to gather up their food supply. So I will come out and say, don't worry about them, grab the bugs and run over that way, and I will point to like a wrangling area off to the side. Maybe if there's some natural water lingering there as well, something to appeal.
Yeah, absolutely.
And just try to start grabbing these things. I do also have a whistle, a command whistle, if I need to use that somehow.
Yeah.
that might be another thing that I do, once I notice Nehemiah doing it and replicate the sound. But
absolutely. And honestly, with 2 assets between your book and Nehemiah, that takes care of doing everything that you don't even have to roll. So yeah, you're able to say, get them over there. Don't try to herd them directly. Move their food source. They will follow, and you get them over to that area.
I also want one.
If you want to try and keep a crancher, if you want to figure out a way to not get burned by it, you're welcome to. You don't have much time, only because now that folks are up and you have helped kind of like get them off to the side, and some of the other caravan folks have basically created like a little corral for them.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone is starting to pack up and get ready to get on the road. So, Jhori, do you want to try and take one with you?
I do, but I won't. I'll be good. I'll be good.
I like that's what good entails.
Can Smalren do something real quick? Kind of as we're packing up. Can I use my Ogrim orb? She sees Jhori gazing longingly at the Cranchers. And Jhori's one of those people that, like, if she's not trying to hide her emotions, they just play out 100% across her face.
Oh, yeah.
So she can, like, Smalren can see the thought process of, like, I really want to, but I won't. I'm going to be good. And so Smalren uses her Ogrim orb to just keep an eye out and see whether she spots any nests, any eggs. While she's packing up, she does a quick circuit, like kind of looks in some of these scrubby bushes nearby to see if potentially there is a Crancher egg that she could grab for Jhori, since she's being so reasonable about not taking an actual fully grown bird on the road with us.
I'm gonna have you roll. No, I won't, because it's a level 2 and you are like specialized in perception. So you will be able to see this. Yes, you do find a small area with a couple Crancher nests. You find like maybe 5 eggs total.
Smalren is going to take 2 of them just to have a backup just in case, and pack them carefully and safely on the back of the what are our lizard mounts called?
Brehm.
So she essentially, like, in one of the saddle bags on her Brehm, like packs these 2 eggs gently and waits until everyone has kind of packed up and is starting to ride for the day before riding up next to Jhori to give her the eggs.
Awesome. Yeah, you all pack up for the day. How long onto the road do you wait?
Maybe like half an hour out from camp.
Okay.
Rides up next to Jhori, unhooks the saddlebag and holds it out to her. Here. Something to entertain you as we travel.
Oh, it's another puzzle, because the last one, I swear, had a missing piece. I'm not saying somebody did it on purpose, but I kind of feel like they did. Oh, sorry. Thank you. Okay. Oh.
These, I think, will be easier to deal with than the adults, and significantly easier to tame than Tetrahydie.
I don't know what to say. That's so very kind. You 2 of them as well. Oh, are they siblings, you think?
I took them from the same nest.
Oh boy, I'm going to be pestering Nehemiah a lot with this one.
You do have your book, but if his uncle was a Crancher rancher.
True.
Yeah, we were observing a new side to Nehemiah we hadn't seen before. Thank you.
Enjoy.
I will. I'll cozy up to them right now. They will hug the satchel.
How big are these eggs?
Good question.
A little bigger than a chicken egg.
Okay, that makes sense.
The day is far less interesting than the way it began. You travel on, and day 2 of your journey to Jaston is uneventful. Camp up for the next night. Anything that anyone is doing once you make camp?
Nehemiah, once camp is made, Nehemiah will continue to try meditating.
Sure. That is going to continue to be intellect level 7 check.
I'm going to spend for effort as well. So I've got 4 points of effort plus an asset. So let's see how this one goes. Success with a 12.
What are you focusing on this time?
This time we are focusing on the guilt.
Okay. You find a tree and put your back up next to it. Put yourself again into that space of trying to feel the tattoo and feel where that connection leads you and why you are feeling things more than the resilience that you are trying to hold as your own and pushing away that avarice. But this guilt still continues to creep in. Everything's been kind of fuzzy so far, like very feelings-based, very internal. But this one feels very external, almost like a vision, almost like you're watching something happen. And you are yourself, but there was a moment, and this is a long pull, but there was a moment when you were crossing from the beyond into the steadfast, where you were all attacked by a Jiriskar, a like large raptor dinosaur looking thing. And you're watching this, and you watch every single one of your companions fall to this creature. You watch yourself try to protect every single one, and you see it pick up Jhori and rend her in two. You see it take Smalren and like fling her across the way, like farther than you could get to in a moment. You see it reach down and take Brex and just like rip them limb from limb, and like just eating everything in sight as well. And you are able to eventually subdue this thing, but you failed to protect every single one of your companions. Ridden with guilt, you abandon whatever quest you were on and just start wandering the beyond. Until you pull yourself out of this, until you want to like try and like get yourself out, you just see like you are surviving on your own. You are ragged and like carrying the broken weapons of those who fell beside you, like these like old relics. You feel this like protective instinct that you have has been warped into paranoia. You don't trust anyone. You're not worthy of protecting anything any longer. It's just those feelings, again, wandering the beyond, wandering the wastelands until you pull yourself out of that vision.
Nehemiah stays in that for a long time, like really kind of almost self-indulgently is reveling in that pain. And then eventually does pull himself out of it and just kind of sits with all of that about the other ways things could have gone. And heck, maybe it did go that way for one of the others that is wandering around.
And when you think that feels the most probable to you.
Okay, so maybe there's a third of me running around with my face wearing Brex's helmet or something. I don't know.
That is another step towards being able to kind of fully work with and control this.
Excellent.
Anyone else doing anything for the evening?
Smalren will definitely make a couple more recovery rolls, and I think the kind of manifestation of that is that she is kind of throughout the day has been doing, like even while riding, has been doing like hand exercises and like kind of flipping her knives around and like doing things to like build back up her speed and like double check that she's back to firing on all cylinders.
Okay. You are asked to do watch this time, Smalren. Now that you're up.
Yeah, that tracks. That makes sense.
Yeah. The night passes. Morning comes. The dawn of day 3 of your travel. Haydick and Brex have been kind of buddy-buddy recently. Haydick is finding it very comforting to have someone that will just like listen endlessly to him. Brex, I think, is just enjoying getting to know this person a little bit better over time. So the three of you have kind of let them do their thing. And you're all each actually pulled by a different one of the other guards that have already been a part of the procession. Nehemiah, you're paired with Maiden for the day. Smalren, you are actually paired with Oral. Jhori, you're paired with Pin. Normally they say try not to split Pin and Oral, but they seem to be doing this of their own accord. So maybe if they choose it, it's not as much of a problem. Maiden explains to you, Nehemiah, Talixer asked that we try to integrate you a little bit more.
Sure.
I know you guys have been keeping your distance, and that's fine. I think he's really looking to make sure that our duties are being seen to. Not that you aren't, but also that if there are any issues with you all being a part of this, that we find them sooner rather than later.
Nehemiah just pulls down his shirt just a little bit, and like the tattoo, which has been continuing to grow a little bit, I was like, I get it. It's fine. Genuinely happy to do it. And he is.
Yeah. I will give this an opportunity for each of you if you would like to ask your companions a question.
So, what was it that brought you to the caravan in the first place?
Oh, I was kind of a mercenary a bit. Joined up with them, same as you. Honestly, I had been looking for someone to belong to for a while, and this seemed a good fit.
Yeah. No, it makes sense. This is it's a real nice setup y'all got here.
Thank you. I know it's not for everybody, but I enjoy it.
Yeah.
It works for me.
For sure.
How you dealing with the whole tattoo thing right now? I know that normally there's a process you go through to get you ready for, and you don't think you did that. If
I didn't. It was kind of I got some other stuff going on that apparently prime parts of my body and not the rest of it. It's a whole. I won't bore you with the details, but it's I mean,
we have time. If you want to tell me the details, you're welcome to. Like, if you feel like explaining it to her on the trip, you can. You don't have to do it. He
would, I think.
Yeah.
Like, partially just because Nehemiah is a bit of an open book, but I think also because of that tattoo, he just has like an innate trust with the people in the caravan as it is.
I love that.
And so Nehemiah just kind of goes into it. He's like, well, that's kind of where I am. Like, I owe it to the folks back out where we came from that to get back out there and continue to help and serve there. But I also don't want to burden y'all with the danger of my stowaway. But at the same time, I'm kind of tied with y'all. And I mean, there's worse fates than that, I guess.
That's fair. Yeah. I don't know what your plan is necessarily, but I think you'd fit in here pretty good. But I know you'd probably have other things that you want to do with your life.
Oh, we'll see how it goes. Figuring this out as we go.
Fair enough. I know that I'm sure the leaders are helping you with stuff, but if you want a more layman's assistance with anything that you're working with, let me know.
Yeah, that'd be great. Actually, I mean, I'm trying to do this meditating thing, figuring out, parsing out what's me, what's y'all, what's the stowaway, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, I know Endar's real big into the find what's you and all that stuff. I also found it easy enough to kind of focus a little bit on the caravan as a whole. Like, you start feeling those things and kind of like feeling that and just kind of like letting it wash over you to get used to it. Because it can hit you pretty hard.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
So like getting used to like just letting it kind of like roll off your back and like wash over you instead of like letting it punch you in the chest is helpful, I found.
Yeah.
So like reaching out and feeling, because you can like, if you take a moment to think about it, you can like feel it on a regular basis if you want to, like almost like activate that on your own.
Sure.
So like doing that and like letting it kind of just like over you. I don't know if that makes any sense. I'm sorry.
Makes as much sense as anything these days.
I mean, that's very fair.
I'm just glad I'm not the only one who has to like figure it out without having this whole philosophical bent to it as well. I'm just trying to figure it out as we go.
No, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, let me know if you need anything else, I guess.
Yeah, will do.
You guys kind of like fade into just general chatting as
you're
going along. Jhori or Smalren, anything you'd like to ask your companion for the day?
I think Smalren, in being out and about with Oral, is just going to ask, so as someone who has spent his entire life here with the Luminous Procession, what is your take on the tattoos and the data sphere of it all?
You're going to have to be a little bit more specific than that. That's a very broad question.
Is it a feeling of constant connection?
It is at first, but once you kind of like ease into it, then it gets a little bit easier. It's kind of like when you get a new piece of gear, right? A new breastplate, you get a new, and looks you up and down, dagger, probably, right? You kind of constantly feel it on your body. You're constantly aware because you're getting used to the way it feels, getting used to the way it sits, the weight of it, all that stuff. And then, give it a week or two, and it's just kind of naturally there as a part of your body, and it's only in your mind if you, actually think about it being there.
And how often do you think of it? Is it something you make use of, or it just is there until the leaders call on the caravan as a group?
It's hard to really make use of it without the caravan as a whole. It's a little less individual than that. The leaders say it kind of like enhances your already natural abilities a little bit. So like, I'm kind of naturally a talker. I'm sure you've noticed. My ability to maybe convince someone of something is a little more, I don't want to say strong, but like...
heightened.
Sure, we'll go with that one. But it's not anything, I'm not a super-powered person or anything. I just have a little bit more edge in something.
I see.
Jhori.
So, Pin, what's the scariest thing you've ever come up against in protecting the caravan?
Scariest or hardest to deal with?
The biggest threat.
Biggest threat. Came across a cragworm once.
Cragworm?
Scary things. Big worm-looking thing with a whole lot of teeth and a jaw that like opens up in a really, really terrible way. One kind of big eye at the front there.
Did you defeat it, scare it off, escape?
We had to kill it, but not without some pretty significant casualties, unfortunately.
Oh, no. How long ago?
3-4 years.
Oh, so relatively recently as well. How did you come across it?
It burrowed out of a hillside at us. I don't know. We never really looked that far into it.
Wow. That's terrifying. I'm glad you all survived. I'm sure it was a bonding experience afterward.
Trauma bonding.
Yeah, exactly. Did it scare any people off? I was talking to somebody recently about people who leave, and that there's some kind of sickness.
Yeah, that's what we're told.
What you're told?
I don't know. It hasn't really happened since I've been here.
Oh, interesting. But that didn't scare people away?
No. I mean, if, like, what you came across in the course of a caravan travel scared you away from being a part of a caravan, then you shouldn't have been a part of the caravan.
Exactly. It's about that I want to see one now.
Yeah, don't do that.
Okay.
Don't do that. Thanks. Yeah, bad idea.
Ooh, do you want to help me come up with names for my 2 eggs?
Are those Crancher eggs?
They sure are.
Sure. Pin is not one of many words. This is like probably the most he's ever spoken to anybody in your group.
I'm gonna run with that.
And does come up with a handful of names. Squishy.
Ooh.
Or maybe Cluckers.
I will add them to the list of possibilities. I'm getting everyone's input, and it's all valuable.
Got it. Well, those are my only ideas.
Excellent, thank you. Time to make some notes here.
That is your day, then. Anything as camp is made.
Continuing to ask more people for more names. I will at least try to get one person to tell me at least one name.
Okay.
Do you ask your biggest fan?
I'm saving that for if I don't get enough ideas, because I'm sure I will get many. I'm not sure. Maybe I won't.
Nehemiah would chime in with Thatcher at some point.
Thatcher the Crancher. Good.
Okay. Thatcher. Smalren. It's your turn. So far I have Squishy, Cluckers, Needleheimer, Hope, Ajalim, Pope, Peekaboop, Lula, Sizzle, and Thatcher.
Peekaboop's very good.
Peekaboop is very good. I think Smalren feels slightly sheepish about how warm and fuzzy the fact is she gave you these in the first place. So when you come and ask her what to name them, she just looks at you and says, "Oh, I didn't think you were going to name them. I thought you were going to eat them." And walks away.
She absolutely does not think that, but she has to save face.
She has to say it. She had to say it.
I'm
don't
gonna
think
write...
they don't sound edible. Like they don't sound like
not.
a.
No, you harvest, like you actually harvest the acid, and it's like it's basically like you dilute it a lot, and it's basically fantasy goo gone.
Amazing.
Nice.
I'm sure there's other uses too, but I love fantasy
sure.
Gugon.
I
Fantasy
love
Gugon.
fantasy Gugon.
Okay, well, I'm going to call one Cookie for you. I'll write your name next to it. Cookie.
Jhori, Sapham does ask if you'll help with dinner again. Do you say yes or no?
I will say yes.
I'm going to have you make a quick roll just to see how it goes.
Perfect.
I'm going to say level 4. We'll make it intellect because it is a...
Still don't really have any training for it, which will happen. It's got to happen.
I figured.
I fail with a 1! Why do I keep cooking so badly? Hold on. Do I have a player intrusion?
If you have an XP, you can re-roll.
I do. I'm in the mood to do well.
Okay.
Says I. So I will try to re-roll that rather than take the...
Okay.
I'm in the mood to do well. In fact, I will spend for a point of effort. Success with a 10. So
wonderful.
Okay, then.
You're given a little bit more responsibility this time by the folks preparing the food, but you kind of just like stick to what it is they tell you to do, and everyone is very happy with what you have going on. You actually, I'll say maybe you like speed up a process that they have for prep that they've done a certain way. You're like, oh, if you do it this way instead, then it'll make things faster, and they're appreciative of that.
Yes,
but you don't try anything too over the top with your flavors this go around.
Yep, flying too close to the sun on wings
don't
of
wanna...
marinara.
What?
I don't know.
Okay. Morning comes, you pack up, and you're on the road again for day 4. Day 4, folks are a little less concerned about you at this point. Obviously, no one was ever hostile, but there isn't anyone who is quite so distant anymore. And in fact, even Smalren, you notice that the children are once again tailing you and kind of following you around and doing all sorts of things. In fact, there are 2, I will say, that have kind of like mini versions of mounts that they're riding on and have kind of like tried to adopt your posture and your constant looking around and your like riding style. And your Ogrim Orb actually looks a little bit closer, and they each have like a tiny bandolier of like stick daggers.
Oh, Bridget's very amused. Smalren is not amused.
No.
She does have the brief thought that she very quickly smacks down of like keeping an eye on all of the children to see if any of them seem like they might be teachable. And then she's like, no, I'm not taking on... We're in enough trouble as it is. I'm not taking on an apprentice.
Fair. You all are riding along. I will say it's kind of like early afternoon. And your Brehm, not any of the biomechanical, like not the Gleam Striders or the Heliodons or the Dreorgs, none of the caravan things start doing anything. But the Brehm start, I don't want to say freaking out, but they're very uneasy. They're not going forward at the pace that you are urging them to go. They're maybe like turning when you haven't directed them to do so. They seem to be very edgy, a little skitchy, just kind of like not quite listening the way you would expect. Specifically, Nehemiah, Saffron is trying to make her own path, not listening to your direction, like with the reins or
Sure.
anything like that. Very stubborn and proud, as we know she is, and is very confident that she knows where she needs to go and where you need to go, and it is not where you think you should be going.
Interesting.
Specifically is kind of like where if the caravan's like, headed straight, it's trying to take you like off to the left. On the right side, there's like a like some small hills, not anything big, not mountainous by any means, but just like a small hilly area, and it's flatter off to the left, but it's consistently trying to take you off to the left.
Okay. I think I would let us drift off to the left a little bit just to kind of see what it is that she is so interested in. But if she starts diverting us like away from the caravan, I think at that point I would like to make a roll to see if I can figure out is she like trying to get to a destination, or is there something else going on here?
Absolutely. Let's go ahead. That's going to be a level 6 intellect. And if you have any sort of like creature,
I do,
animal, anything?
Because of Smile in a Word essentially lets me use anything that has to do with my social ability with animals.
Oh, cool.
And I get a free level of effort. Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
So I will spend for that. I get a free point of effort. Basically makes it so I don't have to roll, but we're going to roll anyways. A success with a 5, so glad I did all that spending.
Yeah, clearly. You're looking and looking and looking. Where is she taking me? Where are we going? And you can't see anything.
Mm-hmm.
And the more you hone in on her, like less about like your surroundings and more on her behavior, she's not taking you to somewhere. She's taking you away from somewhere.
Interesting. I think noticing that I would ride up to Maiden and just kind of let her know, I was like, hey, something's got Saf spooked over there. We should keep an eye out, be careful. As far as I can tell, she's got a pretty good sense for these things.
All right. And she kind of goes to ride up to tell Talixer. Jhori, you notice that Rillcrack, who is normally very like kind of playful and a little goofy and like always happy-go-lucky almost, is very, very focused. It's like someone with ADHD who entered hyperfocus and is like all about the path and what is happening and like is not being distracted by anything. You even try to like maybe give him a treat, normally very food motivated, will not take it.
Anybody else getting weird vibes?
Smalren, Glass Scale is normally, very observant, kind of like always looking around, is like even more so. Like to the point where you can't even figure out where it is she's looking at any given time. Is like constantly like moving and like actually starts like flitting around. Like again, no matter where you're trying to get her to go, she's like not trying to like steer you in one direction like the way Saffron was for Nehemiah, but it's like running up and then like skirting back and then like going over here and looking at something and coming back. Also seems to be very interested in that hilly area to the right of where the caravan's traveling.
With where we're traveling right now and with what the caravan travels with, what is the highest point of vantage that Smalren could conceivably get to right now?
If you acrobat well on one of the orb platforms.
Okay. As much as she can get Glass Scale to cooperate, like get up alongside one of those, and I think she tells Oral, something has this lizard scared.
Lizard!
Listen.
No, she would. It was just very funny.
I'm going to try and get up onto the platform to see if I can get a better look at those hills. Can you take the reins so she doesn't run off?
Is she actually going to listen to me?
I don't know that she's going to listen, but I would rather someone have hold of her so that I don't have to walk.
Fair enough. Fine. He takes the reins.
All right. Once we're up alongside one of the rolling orbs, she's going to try to flip-flop her way up there.
Yeah, go ahead and make me an acrobatics check. It's going to be level 5.
Spend for a point of effort. Ooh, failure with a 5. I think I'm going to spend for late inspiration. I can retry a task. With an asset, having learned something. So yeah, I think that she just about has it right, but then at the last second, Glass Scale makes a move, and so she has to try for it again.
I like that. Go for it.
Success with a 10.
Yeah, you're able to kind of get up there, and there are other people sitting up there and kind of like traveling along. Not everyone is necessarily riding something. There are folks that kind of travel with the orb itself. And actually, Safim is up there. And at least being close, in quotation marks, with Jhori, they do wander up to you and be like, is something wrong?
I'm not sure. I'm just trying to get a better look at those hills over there. My mount was getting restless. She isn't usually.
Got it. Looking out over the hills, I'm going to have you make another roll. This one will be perception. It's going to be a level 6.
I'm actually going to spend for 2 points of effort there. Ooh, failure with a 2. Oh my gosh. Smalren's having a bad day.
Yeah.
She is going to spend for late inspiration again, and with an asset, I think that actually might take it all the way down. There's a moment where she like isn't able to get her Ogrim orb to cooperate, which I think she also is like, ooh, yeah, that's true. I haven't poisoned myself since I, biologically modified. Oh my gosh. That is a GM intrusion. That was a 1.
These things, wow.
Yeah, no, Smalren is
I'm not used to witnessing this.
Yeah.
You're used to experiencing it.
Yeah. Roll 20, starting us out strong with those 2 20s and a 19, and said, that is all you're getting.
Mm-hmm.
If we get a flock of benign acid birds, we'll be okay. We'll know. But anything other than that.
You are looking out into these hills, like focusing on any little bit of movement or irregularity that you could possibly see. For a quick second, you think you see something kind of like moving in between the hills, and you focus in like real hard on that. When you start feeling a rumbling beneath you, and before you have a chance to react to it, something bursts from underneath the ground, right next to the orb where you are, and begins attacking everything in sight. What you see is...
Oh no. Oh, I don't like that at all.
You see this, like, kind of snake-like in the sense that it does have a long body, but it does have, like, these long, spindly arms that come out at various places, like 6, 7, 8 of them. It's hard to count. These spines that are poking out at every which way. A mouth that has these long, like, jaws that spread outward in a really sickening smile, and 4 tendrils that come out from the side of what you assume is its face, and are kind of like wrapping around in weird space, in weird configurations. It doesn't seem to have eyes. It does have some sort of marking on the top of its like flat head, and it has sockets for what could be eyes, but nothing sitting in them on the side of its skull.
It's like, what if a lamprey eel had just like way too many arms?
Kind of, yeah. And mouth tentacles.
And mouth tentacles.
And mouth tentacles. Oral, who was nearby, he was like riding up on his mount to try and take care of this, and just like is pushed back by something, like flies off to the side by some invisible force.
Oh, we really don't like that.
So I'm gonna have everybody roll for initiative.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for listening to episode 168 of Imprinted Echoes Transversal. As always, if you'd like to follow the podcast on social media, you can find us on Blue Sky and Facebook at Imprinted Echoes, and our website, imprintedechoes.com. There you'll find links to the Ghostlight Media merch store and our Patreon if you're able to help us out monetarily. And on that note, I'd like to thank Isteer, JJ and Veronica, and Carlin for their continued support. If you'd like to help us out in other ways, please take a moment to subscribe to the podcast, leave us a rating and review, and tell a friend about the show. Of course, you can find our hosts on Blue Sky as well, myself at Covered in Sawdust, Chase at TQ Loudly, Rin at Rin Moran, and Bridget at The Divine Miss B. Thank you once again for listening, and I hope you'll be back in 2 weeks for yet another episode of Imprinted Echoes. And until then, may your ciphers never malfunction. Imprinted Echoes is produced by Zane Campbell-Johannes and Chase Greenley, and is edited by Alex Berkowitz. Original show theme music is by Justin Longacre.
This has been a Ghostlight Media production.